Hey guys, Mitsurugi Jones back again with Final Fantasy XI Online. Now today we are doing our ninja quest. That takes place in Port Bastok at J5. You need to talk to this little girl here. Don't know her name. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say Keita. I don't know for sure. This is her father in Setsu. They're having a little bit of an argument. Now, the father of Keita is also the father of Ame. You may recognize her. She's one of the Iron Musketeers. She's a samurai. But this is the ninja quest. Now, next we need to go over to warehouse number 2. Talk to this gentleman, Cage Tora. He's going to talk a little bit, give us some little background story, and you can read all this stuff when you do the quest for yourself. But I'm going directly back to Insetsu in the house with Keita and talk to him. They're going to have a little cutscene. They're having a little spat right now. She doesn't, I guess she thinks her father is a liar or some such thing. And I'm not sure she's altogether wrong. But again, that's something that you can read and do on your own if you so desire. Or you could just pause it and read it if you really, really want to. But after talking to him, he's going to ask you to get a strangely shaped coral. That means coming to the Bastok mines, going to the Zura mines, and then transferring to the Koraloka tunnel. And if I just show you in the Zura mines, you can see right there, straight back, you go through a gate right here and zone into the Koraloka tunnels. Then come all the way through here, past these two little waterfall areas, come straight down here, up and around, cross the bridge, and it's off to your right. You just keep veering right and you will make it. And here is there. This is what I was speaking of. There is a question mark here, which is always a good sign. Now, once you do this, it's going to spawn these Koraloka leeches, which I think are around level 32. Something important to remember is if you're going to be at a lower level, this could become difficult. Like if you're in your mid-30s or so, you want to make sure and take care of all the thread leeches in the area first. Because these leeches will link with the Koraloka leeches, which will become a real pain in the butt for you if you're at a lower level. And as soon as we're done killing this, we need to click on the question mark again, and it will give us the strangely shaped coral. Once we do that, we need to go back and talk to Insetsu, and then he'll send us off to Norg. Ooh, fun. As an important side note here for you guys, I would highly recommend if you just started the game, or if you're a returning player, is to get at least one of your base core jobs up, either warrior, monk, thief, red mage, white mage, or black mage. Most likely a warrior or monk, more of a tanky kind of character, and go ahead and bring him up to 50. Once you get him up to 50, you can take care of a lot of quests that you really need to. Now, you need the Kazam Air Pass, and as you can see, I've kind of outlined the route through the map in the Yoder Jungle. So once you go to Kazam, you go to Yoder Jungle, take this path up to this little outpost area here, and then we'll move on to the Sea Serpent Grotto. Now, I've went ahead and cut out a lot of that because you guys really don't want to see me running around with my big chicken here. But you're going to go ahead and ditch the Kokobo at this point. If you've never been here, very important, I would go ahead and grab the teleport book here. Always a good thing. Anytime you see something floating in the air, I would pretty much click it. It's going to be important to you at some point or another. A floating book, a floating crystal, those things you need to do on a regular basis. Now you can see there the cliffs. You cannot go off those cliffs. So what you need to do is you need to drop down this hole. Unfortunately, in this particular jungle, there's lots of things that in order to access you need to drop down a hole. But this one, at least there's no other exit except for the way that you are supposed to go. So once you're down in this particular hole, the only way to go to get into that little valley is the only way you can go. There's a dead end on one side, as you just saw. I apologize, it has been a very long time since I had been here, and it took me a minute to get my bearings. But you'll come to this little outcrop here, and you can drop down here, which is very nice. I thought for a minute I was going to be stuck, but there. You're going to take it back here straight. You see that waterfall? That's exactly where you want to go. And back through there is a long tunnel that goes down, and then it'll take you to the Sea Serpent Grotto. This is a beautiful place. I really like the sort of tropical feeling that you get when you are in the Kazam areas, or the uplands, or the lowlands as they're called a lot of times. We want to go back straight through here, and once we get down into the Sea Serpent Grotto, we need to come to an end where it looks like it's a dead end, but it's not. And I will show you that in just a second here. But you just keep taking that tunnel all the way back until you get to the Sea Serpent Grotto. Now, let's see. Sea Serpent Grotto. It is going to be... You want to basically just keep to your left and veer to your left constantly until you get to this point here. And right here, it looks like it's a dead end, but as you can see, it's kind of strangely shaped. You click it, there's a target there, double click it, it opens up the doors, and you go all the way back there, and you are in Norg. A couple minutes for you, for me, an eternity. But anyway, guys, now that you're in Norg, if you've never been here, I guarantee you the first thing you want to do is get your home point, get your book. Make sure and touch those. I cannot say this enough, people. You get excited, you go and do your quest, and then you forget that you didn't touch anything. You warp out, and then you're going to have to run all the way back down here. You don't want to do that. And we are going to be coming back shortly because Samurai, your advanced job Samurai, the quest is here. And I'll do another video on that here pretty soon because it is the very next job I'm going to get. Now, you need to talk to this gentleman right here, Roma. Now, he's at H8 in Norg, so talk to him. He's going to talk about his relationship with Insetsu and his wife. It's all very convoluted. I'm not really sure what's going on. But he does care enough for the daughter, so he gives you the sealed dagger. Now, this, ultimately, is what Insetsu wants. So, as soon as you get the dagger, go ahead and click on Insetsu. And this will be the final cutscene for you guys. You just go ahead, do that, and at the end here, he's going to talk to his daughter, which is really strange in the story. One of his daughters is already a samurai. His wife was a ninja. He's going to give the ninja blade to his younger daughter, and I'm having a feeling that she would want to grow up and be a ninja just like Mom, right? So you'd have one sister who's a samurai, and one sister who's a ninja. That seems a little strange to me. I think it would be very uncomfortable at the Christmas dinner, you know what I mean? Samurais and ninjas, I don't know about it in Final Fantasy XI, I guess they get along just fine. But as far as I know, the historical ninja and samurai didn't get along too terribly well. So you, buddy, are just asking for trouble. But needless to say, the cutscene is done, and we get our ninja job. We can get out there, take care of business. Ninja is a super fun job, people. It's one of the best tanks in the game. It's a wonderful sub-job for soloing. So I would definitely recommend getting it as soon as humanly possible. That and Dancer is fantastic. Anyway, guys, Mitsurugi Jones, we will check you guys next time.